Hello everyone, my name is History Nuggets, and today we are going to be talking about the Mongol invasions of Vietnam. The Mongol Empire, by the 1250s, was gigantic, controlling nearly the entire known Asian world. The Mongols would eventually defeat the then Song dynasty in southern China. They would then defeat the Delhi kingdom and would capture the entire kingdom. The Mongols, after asserting their dominance in southern China, would take their eyes on the kingdom of Dai Viet, located in modern Vietnam. The Mongols, after much consideration, would begin to return to Yan'an to prepare to attack Southeast Asia. The Dai Viet kingdom was the major power of the region, controlling regions that were previously dominated by China. The Mongols would then send Tran Thai Tong, the Vietnam ruler, an ultimatum demanding submission, resulting in Tong imprisoning them. The Mongols would then begin their invasion in 1258. Mongolia would begin invading in 1258 under Kai. They would enter Dai Viet with 30,000 soldiers. The first battle of the invasion was the Battle of Bin Le Nguyen, where Vietnamese war elephants would be led under Emperor Tran Thai Tong. The animals would freak out, however, and the Vietnamese would lose greatly. The Vietnamese government would evacuate shortly after. The Mongols would then occupy Thang Long and would imprison many Vietnamese. Kai would then leave due to wanting to attack Guangxi, resulting in the Mongol army getting called Buddhist enemies. Tran Thai Tong would then submit to the Mongols. After this, Trang Hyong would succeed to the throne, with Thai sending troops to Yan'an and leaving Via Dai Viet again, being into a major campaign up there. The Mongol efforts would be halted in China, however, due to the death of Meng Qi, and Eric Boki would take over, and Mongolia would eventually enter a succession rate for who could be the next Khan. After the Song was eventually defeated, the Yuan dynasty wanted to invade Dai Viet, and, by doing so, were interested in Champa. The Champa states, however, were full of former Mongol Empire citizens who hated the Yuan. In 1282, the Mongol general Sogetu invaded Champa with 5,000 men. In 1283, after landing in Thi Nai Bay, the defenders would fortify greatly, with plenty of war elephants. The Mongol invaders would attack Vaixia and would win, but would withdraw due to the Champa king Edward V leaving prior. The Chams would not back down, however, and would begin gaining help from the Khmer and Java, nearby kingdoms. Sugetu would attempt to invade the mountains but would be destroyed. The Yuan would eventually withdraw after attempting to invade the Khmer Empire, and reinforcements would begin shortly after with over 200 ships invading. In 1285, the Yuan would invade Dai Viet again, and another invasion would go as well, both led by different generals. The Kingdom of Bagan campaign would begin with the Second Army, leaving one army to help invade Vietnam. Tran Hung Dao would be the general for Vietnam, and after multiple Mongol victories in Luxian, the Mongols would win at the Chao River. Tran would attempt to offer peace offers, but would fail greatly. Another full offensive would begin, with more naval victories for the Mongols. Vietnam, despite all these defeats, would stay strong, and the Vietnamese began doing scorched earth tactics by abandoning their cities. The Vietnamese counterattack would begin with the naval battle of Cao Shao district. Seeing the Yuan troops leaving, Mongol troops would begin withdrawing to China after realizing their situation, with guerrilla warfare tactics beginning. The Vietnamese forces would sail north and attack Van Clip, and many young generals would die in 1285. Sugetu would then die at the Battle of Truong Duog. The third invasion would begin with the Mongols appointing Tran H Tak as the king of Vietnam. The Mongols would then stop trying to invade Japan and would fully begin their focus on Vietnam. Yuan forces commanded by To Kian would move to Yan'an to invade the Vietnamese, with 170 soldiers combined prepared to fight. The Yuan would invade and capture the capital quickly, and eventually attack the Vietnamese forces. However, unaware, the Mongols had lost all their supply ships thanks to the previous Vietnamese naval victories. The Mongol forces would quickly withdraw to Ven Kiep, with planning to withdraw but waiting for more supplies. They would eventually retreat, but thanks to guerrilla warfare, would struggle. Shortly after this was the Third Battle of Bac Giang, which saw Vietnamese traps conquer the Mongol army, with many running away and getting demolished. One of the greatest Vietnamese victories in history, the Mongols would eventually stop invading Vietnam, with Vietnam coming out on top. Mongol relations in the region would begin, however, with economic relations going on heavily. This is History Nuggets. Thank you for watching.